Tonight on Connecticut's news station, rain changing to snow, a weather watch alert for slippery roads overnight, and then a potentially bigger storm next week. We've got the timeline coming up.
The Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade is just a day away.
It takes place in the city that allows families to come from all over the region.
How the city is hoping for luck and preparing to get roads clear in time.
Plus, a sit-down with a state trooper hit by a wrong-way driver in the same area where a beloved state representative was killed.
When I heard where it was, wow, that could have been me.
His message to drivers tonight.
On parade day, the public house is St. Pat Central, but a crisis beyond their control forced them to temporarily close. I'm Jim Altman. We're on Pratt Street in downtown Hartford. More ahead on the Fox 61 News.
Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, begins with a weather watch alert.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Brent Harden. We begin with that weather watch alert tonight.
Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now with just what we're expecting tonight. Rachel.
Hi, guys. We're going to start off with rain for a lot of the state with this system. You might already be feeling it's kind of warm out there, but we will eventually change over to snow for the entire state. So we have issued this alert just to warn people that roads could be slippery later tonight, especially overnight and into daybreak in western Connecticut. And then as we head into Saturday morning, we'll see a few lingering scattered snow showers, and then the snow will all move out of here, certainly done by afternoon. In western Connecticut, especially up in elevation, 2 to as much as 5 inches of snow. I think 5 is going to be most likely in parts of the Northwest Hills and along the shoreline and central and eastern Connecticut. Anybody east of the Hartford area, anywhere from a coating up to an inch or 2. I'm expecting very little accumulation for valley locations, and for the shoreline, the best chance for an inch or 2 would be in northeastern Connecticut. Right now, we're looking at temperatures in the 40s for most of the state. We're already starting to see some of those lighter showers beginning in parts of Litchfield County, and this will fill in as we head through the course of the next several hours, changing to snow first in northwest and northeast Connecticut, and then last in the valley location and the shoreline. We'll take you through the timeline and the follow-up system Monday, Tuesday coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. And so as you heard, snow expected to be hitting the ground tonight and on into tomorrow morning, and that could potentially create some slick roads, especially if the temperatures decide to drop.
And it also just so happens that tomorrow is the 51st Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade. Fox 61's Carmen Chow joins us live in downtown Hartford with more on whether the weather could impact the parade tomorrow. Hey, Carmen.
Well, hey there, Brent and Jen. The parade has always been a rain or shine event, so it would take a lot for that parade to be canceled. But don't worry, everything is continuing on as usual tomorrow morning. You can even see some of our guys preparing for the broadcast. Now, as for the snow, though, the plows in Hartford will be pre-treating the roads tonight to make sure everyone will be safe.
With the 51st Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade being less than 24 hours away, the city of Hartford will be seeing plenty of green, but also a good amount of white snow, too. Hartford Public Works will be working in the middle of the night, setting up barricades and pre-treating the roads.
We've got 27 trucks up and ready to go. We're loading them with salt now and checking all the spreaders, making sure all the equipment's working. And our plan is to come in around 11 o'clock tonight.
The Department of Transportation is also monitoring road conditions, seeing if it will be more rain than snow or vice versa.
It's warm today, that pavement temperature, those tires that are on the road, that all just brings the temperature up. We'll see how fast those temperatures drop tonight.
With temperatures being so warm today, parade goers are hoping it does not stick and there are no plans to cancel at all.
City's counting us on this day. Police have people ready. Kids are prepared. Bands are ready.
The parade will start at the state capitol on Capitol Avenue at 11 a.m. and will end by the Memorial Arch. And no matter the weather, everyone will be a little Irish tomorrow morning in the capital city.
It means a lot. It means it's a celebration of our culture, but it really is, it always has been the stepping stone and kickoff to spring.
Now, after attending the parade, be sure to check out the parade website for a list of all the places to park tomorrow morning. I'm live in Hartford, Carmen Chow, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Carmen, thank you. We have some breaking news out of Bristol. 2 families are without a home after a fire tore through a house on South Street Extension this afternoon.
We want to head right out to Fox 61's Gabby Molina, who is at the scene right now with the very latest. Gabby.
Brent, Jen, that fire is now under control, but you can see behind me that it is still a very active scene. And if you take a look at the house where that fire started, you can see just how extensive the damage is. The entire front of the house completely charred by those flames earlier. We are told that this house will not be able to be lived in, even though firefighters were able to contain the flames to the front half of this home. Now, fire officials say they were first called here just before 2:30. When they arrived, there were flames coming out of the first and second floors. Firefighters say they were initially told that someone was trapped inside, but that person had made it out of the building by the time they arrived, jumping out of a second floor window. That person was treated by EMS on the scene. Everyone did make it out safely, and no firefighters were hurt responding to this fire. Officials say crews were able to get the fire under control in about 45 minutes, but they did face several challenges.
We did have prior to our arrival, the house service wire came off the building. It was across the road, so we had to be mindful of that so no one stepped on that wire. The volume of fire that we encountered upon arrival, and also there was somewhat of a hoarding situation in the building.
The Red Cross is on scene here now, assisting the families that will be displaced, and at this point it's not clear how this fire started. That's under investigation. Live in Bristol, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Gabby, thank you. Only on Fox 61 tonight, months before Representative Quentin Williams was killed in a wrong-way crash. A state police trooper, also named Williams, was also hit and injured by a wrong-way driver in the same area on Route 9.
Trooper Williams spoke exclusively with Fox 61's Samaya Hernandez today while lawmakers gathered at the Capitol to debate lowering the blood alcohol level for drivers. She joins us live in Southington, where Governor Lamont announced a new campaign against wrong-way driving earlier today. Samaya.
Jen and Brent, transportation officials are looking to add flashing red lights and reflective paint to even more off-ramps like the one you see behind me here in Southington. This is an issue that hits home for lawmakers who lost one of their own and for state police who are the first to arrive on scene to try to stop these wrong-way crashes.
He was on a mixture of cocaine, PCP, also, he was also drinking.
10 months before State Representative Quentin Williams was hit and killed in a wrong-way crash, Trooper Shaquille Williams was patrolling the same area on Route 9 last April when he was hit by a wrong-way driver.
He came around the corner. I couldn't avoid him. He hit me head on.
Trooper Williams arrested the driver. 3 weeks later, he was back on patrol.
You're never going to expect someone coming at you the wrong way while you're driving 65 miles an hour. So that's what makes it severe.
Severe head-on crashes tripled last year in Connecticut, claiming 23 lives. Now Connecticut is taking action to bring that number down. Friday, Governor Ned Lamont unveiled a new ad campaign against wrong-way driving. The One Wrong Move campaign was paid for with federal highway administration dollars.
We're doing everything we can to prevent you from being a danger to yourself.
By the time troopers reach most wrong-way reports, drivers have already corrected themselves or exited the highway. When they haven't, troopers put their lives on the line.
You want to get there quickly so you can, hopefully get there and intervene before, they make contact with somebody else. But you also want to get there safely so that, you're not going, 100 miles an hour, into a wrong way driver.
Still, that's precisely what Trooper Evan Goodard had to do in 2020 on I-84 in East Hartford, months after being sworn in as a trooper.
I had to, maneuver my vehicle in a way that their vehicle would not continue going in the wrong way.
And officials say this is an impaired driving issue because 80% of these crashes involve impaired drivers. That's why the legislature's Transportation Committee is meeting today. It is seeking to lower the blood alcohol level for DUI from 0.08 to 0.05. We're live in Southington. I'm Samaya Hernandez, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
A really important story. Samaya, thank you very much. Well, Fox 61 has learned that the state health department ordered the evacuation of a nursing home in Waterford after discovering suspected asbestos.
Tonight, we've also learned that some of those residents may have to be relocated a second time. Fox 61's Matt Caron is in Waterford to bring us up to date on this developing situation. Matt.
69 residents had to be evacuated here from the Green Tree Manor nursing home in Waterford. We are also learning from their family members that some of the nursing homes they were relocated to do not accept their insurance, meaning that they will have to endure a second transport.
I am extremely upset, not only just for my grandmother, but for every other resident.
Naira Martinez's 93-year-old grandmother Ada was one of the 69 Green Tree Manor residents suddenly evacuated following the suspected discovery of asbestos.
I've never seen anything like this. What is all this?
The Department of Public Health told Fox 61 that operators of Green Tree Manor in Waterford failed to test for asbestos or notify them as required prior to beginning a renovation. They said DPH, in consultation with the Centers for Medicaid Services, has issued a finding of immediate jeopardy. You can see the torn up floor tiles and what Martinez claims is mold in the ceiling. Green Tree Manor sent Fox 61 a statement that said the evacuation was done out of an abundance of caution, going on to say they are waiting for the results of the tests. Matt Barrett of the Connecticut Association of Healthcare Facilities says the discovery speaks to a larger issue of aging infrastructure. In 1991, a moratorium was put in place by the legislature, banning any new nursing homes from being constructed.
I do think we need to revisit that. Modernizing it, renovating it, and improving it should be an important consideration.
This is the transport. This is the wheel. This is the room. We're doing transport because the facility has been shut down.
Martinez claims her 93-year-old grandmother spent 2 hours sitting on the bus waiting for transport to a facility she can't even stay at because they won't accept her insurance.
Confusion, right? A lot of these patients are here because they either have dementia, Alzheimer's. These patients deserve some sort of dignity and respect, and none of that was given to them yesterday.
DPH has also ordered the nursing home operators to immediately cover the floor, test all the materials, install negative pressure air cleaners, and to stop accepting any new residents. It's still not clear for how long these residents will be displaced. Reporting in Waterford, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.